live. So let me know if you see me.
Crystal's a light help.
Yay, we are live.
Sweet, sweet.
We are live. Awesome. Okay, happy Monday, guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight with us. We are going to be having a special presentation to inform all of you how our team is able to increase our credit score and even increase take-home pay with these amazing opportunities. So.
Exactly. Also, how you're going to be able to do the same. So just stick around, listen up, and take some notes, because this may help you or help somebody that you know. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to introduce everybody on the panel tonight. Tonight we got Christina Delgado. How you doing tonight, Christina?
Good. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Of course, we got her partner and husband, Alfredo. How you doing tonight, Alfredo?
Doing great, feeling great. I'm happy to be here like always.
Awesome. That's what's up. Marcy.
Hello. Let me. Yes, so excited to be here, and I'm just so glad that we are live. So yeah, let's get it started.
Let's get it. Dawn, how you doing tonight? Can you hear us loud and clear?
Yep. How about y'all? How you doing?
All right, awesome. Oh, we're doing great. We're gonna get real lit tonight. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna put some people on. Don't mind the dog in the background. Sorry about that. He likes to get in the middle of the camera. Okay. Who else we got here? Tina, how you doing tonight, Tina?
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm great. Happy Monday.
Excellent. All right, awesome. So tonight we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let Christina lead. We were actually gonna go live with her, but we're having some technical difficulties. So with that being said, we're gonna pass the mic to you, Christina.
All right, guys. Awesome. They did me an amazing favor. You know, my awesome business partners here that you can rely on. My Zoom was not working, and I usually go live on my page, get people fired up for the week. All right. We usually do our Monday motivational calls. We speak about an amazing opportunity that we are part of that has truly changed my life, my family's life, and all these people on the panel's lives. So we really come together to share with you and to show you like it's possible, guys. This is 100% real. We're teaching people how to increase their credit score even to 850. You know what I mean? Like we have groups that are teaching how to increase your credit score to an 850 with this amazing opportunity. And not only that, guys, we're actually able to earn an income with this opportunity. Okay, me and my husband personally, we've generated over 500,000 now within 1 year. Okay, and we're young people. We come from Brooklyn, New York. We have 6 children, and basically we had the odds all against us. Okay, and yes, we've had success online before prior to this opportunity, but the crazy thing is that we had money, right? But we didn't know how to manage our money, or we thought like cash was king, but we figured out that it's not. It's like credit is king, okay? Because we rented, as a lot of people do, okay? If you're renting right now, you know that they're checking your credit now to rent an apartment. And we got rejected so many times. So we had to wind up, using somebody else's credit in our family so that we could get approved to live where we wanted to live in a better environment for our family. Okay. Because we were in Brooklyn, New York, and we needed to get out of where we were at. All right. And we decided to move to Pennsylvania to give them a better life. But nobody wanted to give us that opportunity because there were so many kids. And then we didn't have a job at the current state that we were in, right? So I feel for a lot of you people, even some of my friends, like they want to move out of their parents' house, or they want to move out of the current situation that they're in, and they can't. They can't because they keep getting denied. And guess what? When they keep running your credit score, that affects your credit. It'll bring it down. It's hard inquiries. But with this opportunity, with this smart credit repair system, you're going to learn how to eliminate those negative inquiries on your credit report that's preventing you from taking it to 750 or 850 or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So, and I didn't know how to do that before. And if you're looking to get a free credit report, so that, you know, and we'll teach you how to break it down and everything with the videos inside the system, this will give you, that's what you have access to basically. You know, you could get access to a free credit report. They're going to teach you what's good credit, what's bad credit, what you shouldn't dispute, what you should dispute, because sometimes, you know, inquiries on your credit can be good, you know, to that you establishing credit. So you don't want to always eliminate everything on your credit report. And I just feel like this is so important for everybody in the US. You know, everybody needs good credit. If you want to have a car, if you want to, you know, own your own business, if you want to, whatever, have your own house, even going to apply at Victoria's Secret or Macy's or JC Penney's. Before this opportunity, guys, I was like,
Looks like Christina might have, she got disconnected. So can you guys all hear me? This is weird. I can't hear anybody and my volume is all the way up.
I will hear you.
We hear you.
I can't hear you guys. I hear you.
We hear you loud and clear.
Play over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, we were muted.
Okay. All right, Christina's back. Christina's back.
All right. It was
Take it away, girl.
fired up.
it's like, oh, who's that? Heather? Is Heather?
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
I was able to hop on for a bit. I might have to jump off.
well,
but
I
I'm on for now.
forget where I was at, but I forget where I was at. Where did I get cut off at? Anybody
I heard
know?
something about Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Right. So good. A lot of people probably was like Victoria's Secret. That's what got stuck in their head. But I remember going and trying to apply for store cards and almost being afraid to apply and embarrassed. Guys, have anybody been there before? Like, you know, you're about to get denied. You know, it's just a horrible feeling. So, you know, once I started, I think everybody froze again. Did everybody freeze again? Oh my God.
We hear you.
Forget it. I'm done.
No, we hear you. Keep going.
Wait, what?
Oh, she froze.
Yeah, you froze.
Kick the kids off the internet.
Right? Wi-Fi off.
That's usually what happens. Change the Wi-Fi password.
Okay, so
All right.
Christina then.
Yeah, she'll come back. She's trying to come back in.
There she is.
Well, I'm gonna just let somebody else go because I keep getting cut off. Hopefully I won't get cut off again. But I know a lot of people are going through that. If you did hear me, you know, you try to go to these shops and stores and you try to apply and you're just scared because you're gonna get denied, right? Or you're just embarrassed, like you already know. But with this, you know, you have an opportunity to change that, okay? And start getting approved for those cards and, you know, really implementing your credit some more. But I know Alfredo has to get off the call soon. So I want him to share what he had shared with me a little while ago about how important it is to have credit as a business owner as well. So Alfredo, go ahead before I get cut off again.
Right,
now Alfredo's cut off.
I'm good. I'm on. What's going on, everyone? So I just want to actually touch up on some things real quick. Can you guys hear me and see me fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't see myself for some reason, but hey, I guess Zoom is having its issues today or whatever it is. But hey, guys, so here's the deal. You know, this is something that over the years in business, I've always made this kind of mistake, was always using cash, my own personal cash and money to operate my business. And it felt good to be able to do it. Like, I'll never forget, I ran some paid traffic for over a year and change using my own personal money, which was a great feeling because I was spending up to $10,000 a day. on paid advertising a day. You know, so I had to constantly make $5,000 transfers to the account multiple times a day just to feed that advertising campaign. And it was cool, but like I always say, at the end of the day, you know what I got for that? It added up to $1.5 million that I spent. You know what I got in recognition of that? Absolutely nothing. Zip, zilch, nada. I got no free flyer miles. I got no points. I got no cash back. As a matter of fact, what I ended up happening was I got my account shut down. Bank of America said, we don't know what you're doing, buddy. We don't like your business model. You can't explain, you know, what's all these transfers and stuff. So we are shutting you down. And they cut me a check for whatever was left in my account, it was pretty crazy that happened. It put my business on pause for some time. And it was just a real big setback for me, because now I had all my business running through this account. And like I remember I had checks and checks stacking up on my desk because I had nowhere to put them. It was really crazy, you know, what banks do to you. So I switched to using credit. Okay, I use credit to operate my business, because at the end of the day, what I can do now, I can fly first class basically for free anywhere. All right, with the amount of points that I've been able to accumulate, the amount of cash back that I accumulate sometimes goes right towards the bill. And there's a lot of perks you get from using your credit. You also increase your credit score because they see that activity. Do you guys follow me so far? Like, if you're going to spend money on Aweber, ClickFunnels, any of that stuff, advertising, use your credit, pay it back within the first 30 days with your own business, because if you're going to pay cash, you might as well do that and at least earn something for it, because it shows that you're establishing a great rapport with your credit card companies, with all of that stuff, versus when you just use your bank and use your money, you get nothing for it. The bank doesn't even recognize anything you're doing. They don't even care. There's no kind of benefits into doing that. So having great credit allows you to operate your business 30 days in advance, at least, without you having coming out your pocket, which has a lot of advantages. Because just imagine you're looking to get started, but you don't exactly have the funds. So you use your credit to start. And if you do it right, if you're a hustler, like everyone here on this panel, you can actually make that money back within the first 30 days, pay back the loan or the credit that you took, and operate your business expense free. Like, it's so, and while you're doing that, you're also accumulating a lot of perks and rewards that a lot of these companies offer you. Like I said, I'll never forget when me and Christina flew to Hawaii. I applied for one of those flyer miles. Well, you know, you guys know those offers they give you. I would go for them every time you fly. When they come around, hey, we're offering a card and all that stuff with flyer miles. You get like 50,000 points just for signing up. Man, apply for those things. I applied the one time for United Airlines. And by the time I landed, I got approved for $26,000. 26. That's almost what some people make in a year. I got approved for that credit while we were flying to Hawaii. Now that same card, I have up to $35,000 I could spend on it, because I've been using it all these years and keeping up with the payments and all that stuff. And it really shows, because when you pull up your credit report and you're looking at revolving credit, it shows all of that adds up. So it shows that, you know, at this point, probably have over $100,000 in credit. And that really shows a nice, healthy credit report, because now people will trust you to lend you those kind of monies because you're used to seeing those kind of amounts. Does that make sense? You start off with a $500 store card. You start off with, you know, a $500 credit card. But when you work your way up, credit card companies start to trust that you can manage that kind of money, right? Because it's clear that you're not using it for consumer purposes. You're using it for business purposes, which I want to talk about before I hop off. I was just explaining this to my wife before we got on the call, that right now, as we speak, a lot of things are changing in this industry, whereas people are actually using credit and loans to start businesses, online businesses, not just your typical brick and mortar, you know, but online businesses. Right now, what we do is, instead of, you know, we have an opportunity that we're sharing right now with some people, because it's a high ticket. It actually goes up to $25,000. So a lot of people obviously don't just have that sitting in their back pocket. We understand, but one of the first steps you do when you get involved with this opportunity is you go through financing first, right? Because in business, what a lot of people make the mistake doing is they want to come low and start dip their little toes in and figure out, oh, let me see if this works, and then I'll upgrade later. Then Listen, that's the wrong way to do things. What you want to do is you want to come at the highest level you possibly can to give yourself the most benefits out of any business opportunity you're working with. Because straight off the bat, you want to be able to not only qualify yourself to earn the most from the company, you want to be able to use all the products and services they offer at the highest levels. So by using financing, you are able to start a company, start a business that you were never able to start by using your own cash, allow yourself to earn money with them while you're still waiting to pay them back. But if you do it right, there's a difference. And I learned this in a real estate seminar I went to, and this is very interesting. I actually went to the seminar. I paid, I think, $2,000 for a real estate seminar, not to get involved with their business at all. I actually did it just to see their funnel. Isn't it crazy? I wanted to see the steps that they do to get you up to the point where now they're asking you to spend more money. I said, you guys are smart. So at the end, I let the guy, whoever was, still try to sell me on everything. And then I said, it's okay, I'm not interested because I make enough money. I just wanted to see what you guys do, but thanks for the offer. But you know what's cool? When I sat there, I actually met someone, a friend that he became a friend of mine that we actually ended up doing about 4 homes together, and it was a perfect opportunity because he was there for the same reason, but I had the funds and he had the brains, right, to flip homes. So we end up meeting there, and then we end up speaking, and we end up doing, I think, like 4 or 5 homes we flipped together, right? And it was pretty awesome. So yeah, I got something out of it because by doing that, by investing the $2,000, I actually made that back by getting in business with the person that I met there. Does that make sense? So I made that money back because if I didn't go, I would have never met him, and that would have never happened. So long story short, guys, there's a big difference, and I'm going to end with this, with consumer credit, all right, and business credit, okay? Well, actually, loans, you want to say. Well, people will jump to a car dealership and try to get into these loans that most times you can't pay back, right? But the system knows that. They're designed to know that there's a certain number of people that will default on their loans, and that's how they make their money, right? So people will jump to do that and get into these loans and realize they put themselves in another car payment. But what they didn't realize, they didn't put themselves in a position to make that money to be able to pay that car loan back. They just do it with what they're already making, right? That's a big mistake. But when you go in and you're taking out a loan that is set to pay you back, that's a whole different story. For example, if you're going to go to the same dealership and get a car for Uber because you want to Uber, that's genius because you're making money on their money because you're getting a car that you can use up to date, right, to drive Uber, which is going to pay you, which is going to pay the bank for the car that you never had in the first place. Does that make sense? That to me is the best way to do things like that. So now you have a brand new car that you use, right, for whatever, and you're able to use it for work purposes and have that kind of pay for itself. See, when I go ahead and I buy these exotic cars, I do it in intention of how I'm going to use it to have it pay itself, right? What I do is I use it for marketing purposes. Marketing purposes allows me to not only write the car off, but it pays itself because what I make in return from owning these vehicles allows me to pay for it. Does that make sense? Because people will take me that much more serious when I have a $300,000 car in my background versus a $10,000 car. It's hard. And I understand that some people are not at that level yet. There's ways to get around that. But at the end of the day, the point is people will take you a lot more serious when they see that you actually talk the talk. You walk the talk, whatever you say, and they see that, wow, this guy really is doing it. He not only, had a Ferrari, but has a McLaren, all this stuff because of the business. So it's the truth. And because of that, I use it for marketing purposes and it pays for itself. So with that said, guys, I really encourage everyone here, okay, that whenever you're given an opportunity to come on to a business that will require you to probably take out a loan or do some kind of financing, you want to shoot for the stars because you want to be able, okay, to not only start the business at the highest level you possibly can, but that's a smart way to do things because you're building up your credit and you're using it for a way to pay itself back. And now you own the products and services and you're able to earn from them as well. That's super, super exciting and smart, guys. You make money on other people's money. All right. So guys, if you ever in that predicament, don't think twice about it. Shoot for it, go for it, because business credit, it's so much better than consumer credit because that only puts you in debt, which the country knows. That's how they're designed to do. But we know as entrepreneurs that if you do it in the way I just told you, that will pay you back in so many ways, and then you'll have all the credit you need in the world to, you know, to go further in life. So that's what I want to touch up on, because like I said, the trend that's happening in 2019 is that people are starting businesses with no money down. Okay, and that's awesome. I love it, because now it gives anyone an opportunity, and it goes right in line with what we've been talking about for weeks. At least the people on these calls, I come on once in a while, but we've been sharing an opportunity with you to build your credit up, okay, with a very low cost opportunity, what, like 20 bucks, 35 bucks a month, that allows you to establish your credit, build it up so that you can do things further and further. All right, that's how I actually came up. You know, I'll just say this real quick. I'll let someone else come on. I know we have a lot of people. When I first started, I didn't have any money at all. I had to borrow money. I had to borrow it, but I didn't borrow it and then go and buy clothes and shoes and things that I can't afford. It was $3,500 I borrowed from my mom, which she didn't have it like that, right? But I borrowed it from her in good faith, saying, look, this is for a business opportunity. Okay, so the point of using this money is to be able to get involved in a program so I can pay it back. So I got involved, I made my commissions, I paid her back, and then from there on, I had the products and services for the life of the business. And I was able to become one of the top reps in that company, right? So it's all because I borrowed the money. If I didn't do that, I would have never been able to put myself in position to earn and take that position. So it's very, very important, guys. When you start thinking like that, all right, really sky's the limit, because if you can get an advance $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to start a business, don't go and buy yourself a whole bunch of Gucci shoes and bunch of stuff that you really couldn't afford in the begin with, or really it's not going to make you any money. Go ahead, put it in a business, use it, be smart, make that money back. And then once it's all paid off, you have the business and you basically started it with no money down. And that's amazing right there, guys. So there's a lot of that going around. So I really suggest you guys actually look into those things. So that way you're not stuck and saying, well, I only have $100. I only have $200. I only have $500. Think outside the box, find ways to get yourself in a situation that can pay you 10 times, 100 times over. And especially when you're following this team right here and this awesome panel of leadership, you guys will be in the most amazing direction to get that thing going, guys. So I trust in you, I believe in you guys. Let's go. And I'll let the next person speak while I finish my drink and get my workout on. Thanks, guys, for having me on. Appreciate you.
Awesome.
That was some great information, Freddie. Thank you for sharing.
That was awesome.
Hi guys, it's Tina Goodspeed here tonight. I haven't been on in a little while, and I'm really glad to see everybody again. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I've been able to do since I joined this company almost a year ago. It'll be a year next month, July 25th, when I joined this company. But I wanted to show you really quick, and I'm hoping that you can see this. This is my last credit score, 763. So I've been able to maintain a 750 plus credit score for the last 6-8 months or so. And I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you know that it takes, it sometimes takes time. And I didn't have the best credit score forever. And I've learned so much financial education with this company and knowledge and how to better use my entrepreneurial spirit and focus on where my money should go and what I should be doing. I'm really excited because my credit cards that I have quite a few credit cards, but I don't have a lot of credit card debt. But the credit card debt that I do have, I have 0% interest right now on any of them. Wow. So I've been able to do like some balance transfers and stuff and just be really smart about my choices and where I put my money. I do have a couple of store cards too, but when I go into like Target and I use my store card, I use it because I get a 5% discount and then I pay for it right there. So I just pay it right off, but I get an extra 5% off. So I love using my store cards for things like that. And then sometimes they send me coupons in the mail. I'm a little frugal, so I just love, saving wherever I can and using that and, purchasing. Also, I want to tell you guys that it's a lot of your mindset. Everything is mindset. And I want you to just focus on being able to afford things. When you go around and say, I can't afford that. I don't have the money for that. Oh my gosh, it's $100 or it's $20 or it's $50 and I can't afford that. And that's too much money out of my paycheck every week. Listen, if you can go out and even once a month and have dinner, for $50 with your family, then you can afford to get into business for yourself.
Yep.
Then when you do take your family out, it's a write-off. You're going out, you're talking business, you're doing different things like that. I'm not going to get into all of that stuff with you tonight, but I want you to think about where you are right now today and where you want to be 5 years from now. And if you're not where you want to be, and if you're not heading in that direction, then you need to focus on your mindset and you need to get right. So I also want to tell you guys that I work a full-time job. And with my full-time job, because of the information that I've gotten from this company, I've been able to put $300 a month back into my pocket. So when I come around to July 25th, when I started this company, I have put $3,600 back into my pocket because I started a business, because I took a chance on myself. And you know what else I did? I met all of these amazing people. I think I've met everybody. Well, I haven't met everybody, but I met the majority of you guys when we were in Orlando just a few months ago. And I'm telling you, this is an amazing company, great bunch of people. I am so proud and happy to have you all as a part of my family. And I just love being able to learn and grow and, you know, become, I may not be financially free yet, but I'm on my way. I got a 5-year plan. Yeah. And I'm not going to stop. So thanks you guys for having me on tonight. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for listening. And I'm going to hand it off to Marcy. Are you taking it here?
Hello. Hi. So Dawnette, I think, was next, but that's okay. What an amazing, amazing testimonial. And you hit on some really, really key things right there. You know, the one thing that stood out for me was saving on groceries. Because guys, like, we have, you know, this cashback mall that we have access to where literally there's coupons that you can clip out and use whenever you go grocery shopping, and you can save a ton of money just on groceries. So my name is Marcy McCann, everybody. You know, I have been making money online now for over 3 years. And, you know, again, like I always say, I have never been a part of a company like my Econ. Okay. One of the biggest reasons that, you know, really got me excited about my Econ was that I was able to actually get my hands on education and strategies that was going to allow me to fix my own credit, number one, and number two, take my personal finance like in control, like take the bull by the horns with it and have full control of it. You know, a lot of times, you know, I've heard of people spending hundreds upon thousands of dollars to credit restoration companies to repair their credit. And, you know, within 45 to 90 days, they may see some changes, but right after that, it's like, how do they maintain it? So that's another big thing. What my Econ teaches you is how to maintain that good credit. Because, you know, if you don't have the education and the knowledge and you just go out there and pay somebody a couple hundred, not even, because I have somebody on my team who actually was a credit restoration specialist, and she was charging $750 to $1,500 per person to help them just repair their credit. We're not talking about repairing and then maintaining and you know, maintaining that good portfolio moving on. But it's difficult when you don't have all the tools and the knowledge, and then you go out there and spend all this money and only to be left with lack of knowledge, and now you have to probably pay again because what got you there in the first place, right? So do they cover any of those things when you go and spend all that money? And with my Econ, we teach you how to not only repair your credit, but how to maintain good credit. And something Freddie touched on tonight was business credit. I didn't know the amazing benefits, you know, of having business credit. And that's another thing. Like, I was completely clueless to, you know, the tax deductions I can get even working, you know, or being a 1099 or being a home-based business owner. So like all of this knowledge is so empowering to me. And honestly, it's things that I can now teach my daughter, things that they don't teach in school, guys. Yeah. They don't teach personal finance in school. Maybe some schools, private schools, I don't know. There may be some schools out there. I've heard of, a few people that, talk about, but it's not to the extent that my Econ teaches you. And so this is stuff that, finance to me, I feel like should start in the home. but it's difficult when your parents are not educated. It's difficult when they come from that lack mentality or that mindset of like not having the knowledge. How are they going to be able to empower their kids, right? So the cycle just continues, and people are consistently walking around clueless, not knowing how to get their finances in order because they weren't taught it in their homes. And so when you start with a company like my Econ, you know, there's so many people that are promoting other stuff. But let me ask you something. Is that health and beauty company going to teach your kids how to run like their finances, how to maintain their finances, how to get right, you know, with their financial portfolio? Is that health and wellness company going to teach your kids finances? I mean, that's just like, that was a huge eye opener to me because I came from a health and, well, affiliate marketing is what I did when I got started online. And then I transitioned into health and wellness. But yeah, I mean, it was great. My kid was eating those amazing gummies and that was phenomenal. I mean, 20 something plus fruits and vegetables in a gummy. Hey, amazing, right? But she needs to learn finance. She needs to learn how to make her money, make money for her. You know, and there's something that we always talk about here in this company. It's what do they call it? Generational wealth. Yep. You know, like they always, you guys, people always bring it up here with this amazing company and just the people in here. It's like we're creating generational wealth, you know, empowering our children. And so for me, that was another big thing, you know, not only saving on those groceries. I mean, I can't even tell you, like last year, and I always bring this up for my daughter's birthday. I had just joined my Econ actually, and my spouse was going crazy with the cashback mall. She was like, "Oh my gosh, did you check out this cashback mall? We could get so much stuff for cheap. We could save so much money." She's like, "Oh, we could travel and get, you know, cashback." Like she was going crazy because she loves the whole online shopping thing, and that's another thing. You know, everything is going online, but we have access to a cashback mall where we can shop online and get cashback. So when I saw that we were partnered with major retail and department stores, I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. And I went into my cashback mall. I purchased, you know, gifts and stuff for my daughter. And I came out saving over $200. Plus I made cashback on the stuff that I purchased. So that was amazing to me. And I'm like, man, if I can only save over $200 here, I haven't even started with the credit repair. We haven't even started with the W-4 strategies because again, we teach you how to adjust your W-4 to where you can actually give yourself a pay raise at your job. So that's the first couple things that honestly, the first thing that we encourage anybody to do when they get started with my Econ is if you're working a 9 to 5, give yourself a pay raise at your job. No waiting a year or 2 years to get $1 raise. No, we're going to teach you strategies and how to put money back into your pocket right away. Literally, you start with my Econ today. By next week, you submit your adjustment, your W-4 adjustment to your HR department. By next week or week after, you can see an increase in your paycheck. So, and this is, guys, like, this is besides like not even recruiting. Like I haven't even touched on the business model. I haven't even touched on the 100% commissions that you get every time you refer a friend or a family member to this opportunity. So even if you're with a health and wellness company, I'm talking to you right there. Even if you're out there with, I don't want to name any names of companies, but whatever MLM company you're with, a network marketing company with, or affiliate marketing company you're with, I'm talking to those marketers, those entrepreneurs. Ask yourself if that company is going to teach you how to manage your money, because it's going to teach you that you can make money by referring people. But what are you going to do with that money? How are you going to let that money make more money for you? So you don't necessarily have to depend on a network marketing company. You can still be making money in your sleep. Think about it. Because another thing is, you know, we're in this industry and companies are shutting down left and right. Come over here and let us teach you how to take that money that you're getting and how to invest in different things, in different areas, you know. And I can go on and on, guys. Like literally, I think I've been bouncing around, but I'm so fired up when it comes to my Econ. And
love it.
It's crazy because, you know, before the calls, I'm like, okay, I'm going to say this, this, and that. And then I start talking. And it's like, I don't even stick to my little notepad here because it's natural, you know, like the results is natural, like it's real. And I don't have to sit here and, you know, and talk from a script because it's real results, you know, real people with real results. So anyways, I think I'm going to like stop talking. Like I always say.
Just to piggyback off of Marcy, I want to go ahead and share my screen just to show them a little bit of what they're getting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was actually thinking about doing that, so I'm glad you're doing that right now. Seriously, like I am just so fired up because I'm actually teaching my daughter, you know, the things that I'm learning. And it's like just the fact that I have this knowledge, I feel so empowered. You know, before, like I worked in HR at my last company that I left back in 2017 to work online full time. So, and I worked in human resources, and we had so many people come through those doors to like complete their onboarding paperwork. And the W-4 was one of those forms that had to complete. No one ever knew how to properly fill out the W-4. Like they would always ask, oh, what should I put here? What number should I put here? And I'm sitting there like, you should probably speak to your accountant. But it's cool. People don't even know how to, or like somebody was, I had one lady say, you know, well, I have 6 kids, but I'm going to go ahead and put 0 because that way I get more money back. And I'm like, do you realize that the first 4 months of the money that you're actually paying in taxes, you're not going to get back at the end of the year? Plus you have 6 kids. Earned income credit. What are you doing? You know?
Yeah, we're just not educated the right way. You know?
Exactly.
Is misinformation. We're just misinformed, or just like, even if we are informed, let's say people are watching right now, right? We're telling them that it's possible to adjust your W-4 and get an extra $200 to $500 within your next paycheck if you know, become a part of the team, join my econ through one of us, ask us for our link. So, you know, you could become a part of our team, because that's why we're sharing this information with you. But it's, you have access to it. You have the opportunity. It's just up to you if you're going to take it, you know, and go with it and do something with it. But can you guys see my screen right now?
Yep.
Can you see that A+?
Look at that. A+ rating. What?
A+ from the Better Business Bureau, guys. And this is you know, that's a long way. That's good to say, because not a lot of people can rate it at A+, their business. You know, they've been around for 14 years, this company. So it ain't nothing new.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. So for those of you that are wondering, does this have a, you know, an accredited rating with the BBB? Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's showing you right there. Documentation beats conversation.
Exactly.
You could go and search it up yourself. You could go on this site. You could type in my econ, and it will show you the same exact thing. So this is not fraudulent or whatever. This is 100% legit. If you're skeptic, I understand. But you know, if you're not coming in to recruit, I want you to come in to build your credit. I want you to come in to get to shift your income, they call it. By adjusting the W-4. Okay, there's videos that will show you step by step. Okay, when you become a part of my econ, I know I'm still sharing my screen here. I just want to show you some of the products that that you're going to be getting. Okay, it's not only about shifting, it's not only about increasing your credit score, but a lot of people are taking advantage of that system, which is right here, my credit system. I'm going to click on it and it's going to pop up. Like, you know, this is a little presentation here. Okay, it'll give you some more information. But what you see, the modules there is about 11 modules, videos, short videos, guys. It's about 7 minutes each video. That's going to tell you in detail how to start eliminating your negative items on your credit report and how to start increasing your credit report. Like, once you sign up, you're gonna be able to start taking action right away. You don't have to wait for anybody else to do it. Okay. That's the great part. And if you want to do it within one day, go through all the videos and, you know, apply their strategies, then you have that ability to do that. And you could share it with your family. Like, how many of your family members need, you know, good credit? How many of your family members could use something like this? Do you know anybody that needs to improve their credit score? So you just share it. You simply share it. Don't keep it to yourself. Okay. There's travel discounts. We have coffee. We have coffee that Marcy loves, the skinny coffee. I have people order the coffee from me as well, and I don't even promote it. It's crazy. You know what I mean? What she was talking about, we also have roadside assistance and a few other things there, as you can see. But this is the cashback mall, guys, okay? And if you simply just click here and get your free coupons,
oh yeah,
look at how much that you could save up to $126.
Yep.
Okay, $126.
And I use Neutrogena. Just hello. Oh, I need to grab that one. I need to grab that one.
I was having a barbecue the other day. I could get 50 cents off, you know. Like
bath tissue, toilet paper.
Oh my God, I'm always buying stuff.
Yep, you got that
I'm
right.
telling you, it's just right. Who doesn't buy these household products like every day? Paper towels.
Yep.
Like, come on.
And they're good brands too, like really great brands.
Yes, guys. So, you know, you have something here. So even when you first
cloth wipes,
look, ketchup, you know, it's barbecue time. You know what I mean? So they always update too. They're not always the same. So they're keeping up and updating their system all the time, so we could get the full benefits, you know, of what they're trying to provide for us. You know, you just clip them out, print them, and take them to your nearest grocery store, and they'll accept them. Okay. So don't miss out on that. If you feel like you just paid $19.95 to join or whatever, you could get your $19 back by just giving some of this coupon. You know what I mean? So don't complain. You know, if you're already done joined and then you don't even know what you have, like, don't do that. And I recently got off a call with one of my teammates, and she didn't even know like exactly what she had. So I don't want that. I want teammates that are gonna go in and see what they have. Okay. Because you listened to me or you saw one of my posts and you signed up for a reason. You signed up for good credit to improve your credit. You sign up to income shift, whatever it is. So go for it. Don't sit there and sign up and do nothing, because then nothing is going to happen, guys. Nothing is going to happen. I'm just going to show you. This is one of my checks that I received this month. So this is what I've earned for just the last past 5 months or so. You know, and that's all from working from home. Like, what can an extra $5,000 do for you and your family? You know, and that's on the affiliate side of this.
That's a week. That's one week. Some people don't even earn that, like even half of that in a month.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
So.
And it's real, guys. I just wanted to show you some kind of proof there, you know, because sometimes people need a visual, right? They need to see something and not just us talking. And yeah, I just needed to you know, clarify some skeptics that may be on here. So I'm just gonna pass it off to Donette. Sorry for interrupting you, Donette.
You're good. Well, hello everybody. I have been gone for 8 days because of this opportunity that I took a year ago. I was able to take my family on a cruise for 8 days.
Yes.
A cruise is not cheap, and then of course once you're out there, it's not cheap.
You're supposed to take me. You're supposed to take me though. I'm your family. Like,
we're gonna do a girls trip. We're gonna do a girls cruise.
I asked her to go in the suitcase, but she was like, "Marcy, now you need to lose some weight first." I don't know. I was like, I'll go in the back office, cashback mall, and get me some of them health and wellness products. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
So, but yeah, I've been out on a cruise. So I'm just now getting back into it, and I gotta say I have missed it. I have missed working, because when you're, you know, out on the water, you can't just get on your phone and work unless you pay. But anyways, I've been with my Iconz for almost a year. It's been about 10, 11 months now. When I first started, I had a full-time job. I was able to adjust my W-4, and I was making about $200 extra each paycheck. So that was twice a month. So that was a benefit. But then eventually I was able to fire my job, and now I work from home.
Good.
So
awesome.
I stay here and I work here. And to piggyback off of what you guys were saying, education. A lot of this financial education that I've learned with my econ, I had no clue about. I didn't know I could dispute my student loans, medical bills,
Yeah.
credit, get it to increase by disputing things that were on my credit that shouldn't have been on my credit or whatever. So all this I learned. We don't learn all this in school. You learn about sex ed, but you don't learn about finances, unfortunately.
Wow. You learn about different kind of drugs with this DARE system they got going on. They introduce our kids to all the varieties of drugs that they didn't know about before. You know, they made that initiative and that program that studies show that it hasn't even helped. It actually worsened. It actually worsens society and introducing kids to different kind of drugs. They get curious. But that's off topic. But anyway, this is
you fired me up, Christina. See, you said something and you can't know.
Hey, to add on to that, Christina, and like the saying goes, right? What you think about, you bring about. So of course they're not going to teach you about this stuff when you're in school, when you're young. People are going to take to this. Hey, think about it. Kids are like sponges, right? They're just taking everything in, Imagine if they were taking this information in from day one, how powerful it could be for them. The type of life they could be living, you know, the future they could be setting up. And like we were talking earlier, you know, generational wealth, where you get to pass that on. That's powerful.
This system is not designed to help us, guys. If I was from Brooklyn, New York, and let me just tell you one thing, you could find a liquor store on every corner, every 2 blocks. Why is that? Why is that? Why, you know, they can't provide us the education that we need to get out of those situations, living on top of each other in poverty and, you know, just like bums on the corners all the time, you know, and liquor stores right there all the time. Why is that? So the system is not made for us. It's not, it's a cycle, right, Governor? Yeah.
That's why my Iconz waking people up.
Waking people up.
Exactly.
For
Of
real.
course,
Waking people up.
Waking people up.
Wakingpeopleup.com. That's
Agreed.
the truth, man.
Now I have older kids. I don't have younger kids like you guys. So I have a 22-year-old and a 19-year-old. Well, I was fortunate to marry into a penny pincher and who learned finances, but we didn't learn everything that I've learned with my econ. So now we're able to add that into educating our kids, because one in college and one just graduating college, I want to make sure they take the right steps and they do the right thing so they're financially educated and stable in life and not in debt or, you know, bad credit and so forth. Now, of course, with kids, you can't just come out and boom, you got credit. So with my kids, I co-signed for a car, get credit, send them on their way. But it had to start with me. I had to have good credit first. So of course, with being educated with my econ, they just, I mean, the system is amazing. The information that you learn is so powerful.
Yes.
So powerful.
I agree.
And now when your kids go out in the world and they start using their credit cards, like when we turned 18 and they were sending us all these credit cards, like
I was gonna say that.
Oh my God.
Because they don't teach you to only use 7% of your credit card and make sure to pay it right back off as soon as you use it. And that's the stuff that builds your credit. Like, you know, you're not being taught that. So if you can connect those dots, then you can retain that information and, you know, you can continue to use this and pass it on. And that's how, you know, the generational wealth comes into play here. So that's what I really love about my econ.
Yeah, my econ's powerful. Like Christina was showing you with the A+. For a lot of people, you know, that's a big thing for them. All right, but does it have an A+ rating? You know, is it with the BBB, the Better Business Bureau? Well, you've seen it right there. And like Jenna said, documentation beats conversation every time. You know, so for those of you that needed to see that, done, out the window. For those of you that say, you know, okay, well, is anybody getting results? Tons of proof. Tons of proof. You know, whoever sent you here, get back with them. And I'm pretty sure if they're on our team, they got access to a group or, you know, some sort of documentation showing people. I mean, people wiping off tens of thousands of dollars. I just seen one recently that we put in our proof group. I think it was $47,000 wiped off. You know, I mean, we got teachers left and right. We got videos left and right and testimonials. So if you want to see people getting results, there's real people getting real results. You know, if you're somebody, you're an entrepreneur background, or you're somebody that says, you know, this is something that I love to go ahead and capitalize on digital, you know, in the digital era, the digital times, right? Like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, right? These are the plugs. This is all free, guys. You know, this feature right here, live, is free. Use it to your advantage, okay? Everyone needs credit, or everyone needs to play with money, right? Use money, everybody, right? So learn how to use money. Learn how to leverage it. Learn how to use it like the people that are ahead. Don't just talk about the people that are ahead and complain about them and be like the people that aren't making any progress. Talk about those people. Think about what it is they're doing, right? How is it they get to live like that? You know, what is these people doing with their money? Instead of talking about the money they got, what are they doing with their money? You know, because another thing too, like Jenna brought up, when we're young, we get bombarded with all these credit cards. But the thing about it is we know nothing about these cards. All we think about is, hey, we got money, let's go blow it. Let's go have a good time, you know? We're not thinking about, hey, let me go ahead and use it a certain way, and let me manage it like this and like that for a certain time of period of time, so I can go ahead and up it and scale it up, and then, you know, make some great investments with the money. You know, it's not about have a good time one time. It's about have a good time for a long time. I prefer that way, you know? And so just think about what it is that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Who are you really hanging with? If you're hanging with us, you're off to a great start, or you're at the right place, honestly, at the right time, you know? We all have a drive inside of us. We're all here because we've seen a way out of the normal way, out of the box, out of the average everyday way of thinking, okay? And we said, look, there's people that have more and people that have less. Why is that? And how can we get more? And that's why we decided to look online. We found what we found, and here we are now, sharing this wealth, this knowledge with you guys. You know, with you ladies and gentlemen here. You know, this is powerful. Some of you are going to say, oh, these guys, they're just trying to make a quick buck. Some of you are going to say, oh, these guys, they know how to talk a good one. But no reality, why don't you give it a shot? Why don't you try it out? Don't knock it until you try it. You know, get with anybody here that plugged you in, that invited you here. And in fact, thank them. Say, hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate you. This is something, not just like Marcy was bringing up, and I really vibe with her on that. It's not just about making a quick buck or making money. It's about learning how to manage your money, learning how to use your money, and learning how to use the things that's out there. There's so many things that you right now, the person watching, can leverage from. You're just not aware of it. And let me tell you what, my Iconz is a great spot to start learning things that's really going to help you, benefit you, and everyone in your life. You know, it's an honor to be surrounded by people, like-minded people, like the ones on the panel tonight, you know, because it keeps me in the game. You know, most importantly, this is Monday motivation. You know, we've been taking it to the nighttime. I've seen it's been going to nighttime now, but in all reality, it's Monday motivation, guys. You should be lit. You should be excited. You should be pumped up. You know, life's amazing. Life's great. You don't know how much time you got here. You got to seize the moment. Carpe diem. Make the most of it. You know, for real. The people around you, cherish them. Love them. Think of how you can live life to the fullest. Don't just settle for less. Don't just settle for what you've been given. Don't just settle for what you inherited. You know, if you see something, go for it, right? Make the most of it. Like I always say, you hang out with 9 broke ass people, you're going to be the 10th. You hang out with 9 rich ass people, you're bound to be the 10th. You know, if you hang out with 9 thinking people that think and are pushing forward and striving for greatness, you're bound to be the 10th, right? Yeah. So the question is, who are you hanging with right now? Who are you really hanging with? If you were to bring this up to your inner circle, your friends, your best friends, would they really go ahead and be like, damn, tell me more about that? Or would they go ahead and clown you, joke on you, laugh at you, and say, oh, look at this guy? You know, because if that's who you're hanging with, those guys right there, you need to get them out. Get them out of your life. Okay? Honestly, guys, life is precious. I mean, it is precious. And once you learn the game, I mean, it is just amazing. You know, I've just recently really tweaked into a whole nother level, and I'm loving it. And the beautiful thing about it is, I love that I want to share with others. You know, so everybody here, they're not just taking time out of their day to go ahead and just feed you some BS. They're here to really help you out. They're really here to guide you in a way that they weren't guided, you know, and that they just came across that they see, damn, you know what? There's light at the end of the tunnel here, you know? Amen. So honestly, guys, take this serious. Really think about it. Spend some time, you know, with this information. If you get the info from somebody here, hit them up. If they invite you, like I said, ask them, hey, can I get the details? I'd like to learn more about this. You know, this video right here is gonna touch a lot of people. I know it's gonna touch a lot of people right here, honestly, because there's a lot of people that are struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. All right, people that are just, you know, doing with the bare minimum, okay, when they don't need to. All right, so share this with somebody. Maybe you don't need this, but I guarantee you someone you know needs this information. You know, so share this information, guys. Honestly, that's all I wanted to say.
Exactly.
You know?
Maybe they won't take action, the person that's watching right now, but maybe the one that they share it with will take action. So share this video out, guys, as many times as you want. You know, we just want to really make a difference, you know, and the name of the company is My Econ. Let's go out and create our own economy, guys. And then let's not, you know, be stuck in that 9-to-5 mentality, because there's other ways to do it now. You know, 2019, let's, you know, take advantage of YouTube, take advantage of Facebook and all these platforms where you could work anywhere in the world where there's Wi-Fi. And not, Donette said, well, you can't make money on the water. You crazy, girl. I made a video jet skiing, and, you know, just to show like, hey, I'm not stuck at a 9-to-5 right now. I'm out enjoying jet skiing with my family. You know what I mean? And you can be too. And guess what? I got a notification that I just earned an extra $2,000 in 1 week. You know what I mean? Ooh. All thanks to the ability to work from wherever I want, where there's internet, of course. So I love the saying, like, all you need is Wi-Fi and a dream with what we do, because, you know, it's just true. It's just
true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's just when I was out there, you know, I was constantly, there was something going on, so I didn't have time. And then by the time I did have time, I was ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I would try to log on quick and try to take pictures or try to comment or whatever and make posts, but I was constantly busy.
Yes. No, but hey, you know what, guys? Sometimes we feel like we have to post every single moment, right? What I'm asking you is just to take advantage of that moment and take a snap, take a photo, because you're not going to get that moment back, even for your own memories, you know what I mean? But when you're in this industry, it's always good to, you know, share your freedom, your time freedom. Everybody wants time freedom, guys, you know, and that's what we definitely, one of the reasons why we do why we do what we do, why we work online, because we want more time freedom with our families and our loved ones, and to just pursue our passions, right?
Yeah. I was able to take my 83-year-old mother on a cruise, and I was paid for an excursion where she was able to swim with the dolphins, where she said she was just going to go get in and pet the dolphin. That was it. Nah.
Oh my God.
Jody got in there and swam with the dolphins. 83 years old, y'all. And I was able to take her on a cruise and enjoy some excursions. So
that was one of my bucket list things too. All right. And, you know, I'm glad she got to experience it, but I always wanted to swim with dolphins. And you know, last summer I got to take all my kids to go swim with dolphins and touch a dolphin and get to know, like, be in that water with them. And it was just, I just love them. They're very smart creatures. They're one of the smartest mammals. So I've always like had a nice connection with them. And it was just great that all my kids got to do it too. And now they could go and say that they've done that, you know, and have aspirations to do that for their children, right? Because if they experience that in life, and if they experience the house that we have and everything that we have, they know they can have it. Because if they don't, if we're stuck in poverty, and if we're stuck in projects and small places and shelters, that's all they're going to grow up to know. If we're stuck being broke and not having good credit and not having that knowledge, that's all they're going to know. So let's go ahead and change that future for them. We got a lot of work to do, guys, but if we come together with the right people and the right system, we could definitely make a big change for sure. But thank you, everybody. Does anybody else want to speak? I know Heather hasn't shared.
Hey.
Yes, go ahead, Heather.
I'm just gonna make this real quick. Hey guys, my name's Heather Cameron. I've been working online for about 3 years now, and I'm sure you guys know of the business. I was with a motor club business when I very first started, and I was actually able to make my first 6 figures, but I didn't know how to manage my money, and I ended up going through it very quickly because nobody taught me in school how you're supposed to manage your money and how to, you know, invest it or anything like that. So, you know, great, you know, I actually came across this opportunity, My Econ that I'm with now. Actually, next month will be a year that I've been with them. And I was, like I said, I had, I kind of blew through my first 6 figures because I didn't know how to manage my money. So I ended up going back to my old 9 to 5. Well, the amazing thing with my econ is they have the W4 strategy, and I was able to bring in an extra $300. Sorry, can you guys hear me? I have this thing on here. Okay, I was able to bring in an extra $300 a month just from that alone. And my credit, let me tell you, like, it doesn't matter how much money you have. If your credit is not in the right place, it just doesn't matter. So I was able to bring up my credit to a 725 with our, the 750 credit plan that we have in our back office. We're actually able to get at least our first car this year. I was never able to do that before. I was always denied every time I tried. I was able to do that. I was able to open up new credit cards, which I'm actually using to finance a couple of the streams of income that I have right now online. So, I mean, guys, I just want to say that if your credit is not in the right place, like, credit is king, okay? It doesn't matter how much cash you have, because nowadays, everybody wants to see your credit. Like, you can't even get an apartment. Some employers will look at your credit. If it's not in the right place, sometimes they won't even hire you. It's just everything in the world is based around credit now. So, and there was something else I was going to throw in there. I can't remember. But definitely generational wealth. As soon as my son is of age, he's 4 right now, but I will be passing all this stuff on to him, because I know I didn't learn any of this stuff in school. This was all new to me. I've learned so much, like, financially, so much financial education just in the 1 year that I've been with my econ. So, and not to mention these amazing people that we have. I've never had this kind of support with other, companies I've been with. So, but these people are an awesome group of people. Yeah. So
Awesome. Thank you so much, Heather. Heather actually,
thank you.
She's a newcomer to one of our calls, right? This is your first time on the call, and
yes, ma'am.
I know we're hosting on Jenna's page right now. We usually host on my page, and it's just awesome that I could rely on Jenna to hop on and take over when my Zoom wasn't working and stuff like that. And I didn't know them before this. I didn't know any of these beautiful people on the call right now before this, before this amazing opportunity. So if you're not surrounded by people like this right now, put yourself out there. Start talking to them. Start talking to us. Start wanting to be a part of this more, because we don't know how you feel. Like, we can't read your mind. You have to come and reach out to us and put yourself out there. All right. We don't bite. I
was just gonna say that. Yeah, we don't bite.
We don't bite. We just want to wish you all the best. All right. And even if you're not on my team, Team Driven has their own team, and Dawnette has her own team, and Marcy and everybody on this call starts to build on their own teams, but we're one big family. And if you want to jump on the call with us, like Heather's her first time, feel free to reach out to one of us and let us know, hey, I'm ready to jump on that call and get out my comfort zone and join you guys to our financial journey and making definitely all together. But I know we went a little bit off the time, and I know this call was a little long, but I hope you got a lot of value out of it and heard our sincerity and our testimonies of why you should take action today. All right, get with the person who shared this video. Go ahead, Marcy.
Get started. Seriously, get started. There's absolutely nothing to lose. Nothing at all. I mean, it's about you empowering yourself, and in the long run, empowering your kids, and then just, change that cycle, So I'm so blessed and excited that we actually got to go live. Thank you, Jenna and Louie.
Yes.
We got some awesome engagement over there. Go and read the comments. Those of you guys that commented, because we had over 100 comments. So sorry if we couldn't reply to the comments right away, but we'll go in there.
We're gonna bombard that comments. We're gonna be. Put some fire up. I want to see some fire emojis.
Hashtag fired up. Hashtag fired up.
Fire emojis.
Comments, please, with some hater shades on. You know how we come. Blockers, hater blockers. Never know who's watching. But thank you guys for taking the time out to listen to us tonight. And I wish you guys the best. Get with whoever shared this video with you and ask them for more info. All right. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much. Peace out.
Bye,
Good
guys.
night. Bless.
Everyone.
Bye. Bye.